to the Buy Box Bandits podcast.
Welcome back to the Buy Box Bandits podcast. This is episode, I'm not sure which one it is, but we just got the boys here today. Flips 5 miles. Garrett, what's going on, guys?
Looking like a DH with the shades on.
You know, I'm trying to embrace.
I need to get my.
I'm trying to embrace my inner Miles. Honestly, it does feel a lot better looking at my computer screens with sunglasses on. Like it genuinely does feel a lot better. So
it looks a lot worse.
Blue light glasses. Imagine, just picture Danny with blue light glasses.
I have a pair of blue light glasses, like exactly like Miles.
Oh, I thought you said they were a scam.
Well, I mean, they are a scam.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case.
Anyway, what's going on?
Addition on your wall?
Huh?
Your back left. Is that a new addition?
Oh, the clock? No,
the Rolex. No, that was like the first thing that was.
Yeah, that's always been there. That watch has gone up more than the stock market.
It's fake though, right?
Well, no, it's a wall clock.
Yeah,
the real watch goes on your wrist. That's just like a wall clock version of it.
So it's fake.
Sure, it's fake. It's not meant to replicate the real thing.
It's good banter. So in our adventures, we're all looking for prep centers now that we don't have our own. I sent out a fat shipment today, which obviously sucked to do, but like the money's great, which is cool.
Correct. We are in the hunt for some new prep centers. We're kind of divide and conquering to see which ones are going to work the best, and then we'll probably
because it'll be a process. Yeah, like the goal is to find someone you can work with. For,
the problem with the prep centers, a lot of them are promising the world, but you don't actually know until you send stuff in.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to know, especially
if
you don't have a recommendation to go based off of.
Yeah, but you usually can't get a recommendation unless you're like boys with someone, because no one wants to tell. I don't know why people are like, they think maybe the price will go up, but no one wants to tell you what prep centers they use. I don't know.
I mean, I think the best way to do it is just treat it like a new product, right? You just test it out, send a couple of small units or shipments, and just see how it goes, see the workflow.
Yep. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Just send a few. But I mean, yeah, it should be good. Just
I'm pumped. I don't know about you, but I'm pumped to just leverage a prep center 100%.
To do what?
Leverage your prep center 100%.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's really like, dude, it's really like just being able to order stuff and not ever see the product or have to deal with it is like immensely. I mean, it's so
that's something that's completely new for me. I've never actually sent products.
You and your girl could go to Mexico or somewhere.
Come to see you, Florida.
Where you staying?
I told you we're getting a place. You know this.
Oh wait, you and your girl?
Yes.
Oh, you mean moving?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, everyone. Yeah. I mean, all right, let's see what happens.
I love how you're actually doubting that I'm going to move down there.
I mean,
I'll believe it.
It was very quick. It was very quick. The prep center, we shut it down, and then it was, I'm moving to Florida. I mean, you definitely have been saying it.
That was
the warehouse lease is conveniently up too.
It's like, I mean, for me personally, the stars are aligning, right? The warehouse was the only thing that was holding me back and holding me here.
Yeah.
Right. And so once the warehouse is done,
Florida's like, it's business friendly. It's nice weather. Stays lighter out for more hours. It's great.
Yeah, I just need to find where we want to go. Obviously, the ideal choice would be Miami, but we'll see.
We'll do Miami, like Miami-Dade County. Like, it's like pretty much all, I think, technically Miami. Like, it's huge. Like, my warehouse is 25 minutes from there, and it still says Miami on the.
Oh, you haven't been there in a minute too, or have you? Or my?
No, I go to get shit. Like, I'm probably actually gonna drive there after this.
Oh, cool. On the late night, that's a vibe. Going. I used to go to the storage unit like 2 years ago, so late, or I guess 3 at this point. It was kind of a vibe. Well, 2 and then 3. I had it for over a year. Yeah.
When are you getting out of your lease with your warehouse?
It's TBD. Can't talk about that publicly.
Facts, yeah.
In case them boys Asa are listening. If Asa, if you are listening, I'm gonna say it. Same fate as the Robin Hood execs.
I hope we
quick callback. It's a great callback. I hope he didn't. I hope he kept that in. All right, let's get to some Amazon stuff. What are we doing right now? Amazon
new SKUs, a lot of new SKUs going up. Very excited on that.
You're trying to rapidly or expand?
I'm actively sending in new SKUs. Yeah, over 10 new ASINs this week.
Awesome.
Yeah, probably it'll end up being over 30, but obviously that's tests, nothing deep, but just to see how they do. Low ranks,
so what
sub 30K, sub 20K.
are those same categories that you're typically used to, or new
Yeah,
categories, or
Yeah, it's so much easier with what you know, to be honest.
and so what that was all just found from other people's storefronts?
No, manually, I'd rather like more so not directly, but just commonalities between a lot of people on a listing, because if a lot of people are selling it that have a lot of reviews, they're making money. And then being good at cross-referencing, it's all like reverse Googling, just off stuff that is good. And you can see too, like if the rank's low and it's like a lot of the common ones that I compete with are on it, then they're making money on it, and I can go find it too.
Nice. Yeah. Like I said in the past two podcasts, I've been just expanding more into grocery.
Have you bought anything yet?
The grocery products? Nay, I haven't. I'm reactivating a ton of old accounts. I got
He's too busy getting on wholesalers' nerves.
I got a couple sales reps who are a little bit mad at me that I left during COVID, but I'm not sure why, because one of them actually owes me $1,000.
It's a bummer because Danny and I were trying to team up on a supplier, and we were ready to rip some orders, and this dude's account was on hold. So not Amazon account with the supplier. So
yeah, I definitely dropped that supplier's name a ton too. I probably dropped in the podcast.
Oh no, I'm nearly positive you haven't.
They're just like one of the 5 big, huge national grocery distributors.
Yeah, you guys have seen, listeners, their trucks on the highways and billboards 100%. On the highways, probably.
Well, dude, like people ask me all the time, like, how do you find them? I'm like, all right, like, start local, which the local stuff is great, but if you want to just like rip an account away right away, type into Google national grocery distributor, and like the top 5 will just come up on Google. And then you open up.
So with big operations like that, after you get an account, there's just a catalog that's like you log in to view.
Yeah, but you gotta really negotiate discounts brand by brand wise, because the huge ones are just gonna give you like their top prices off the rip, and then they do like line drives and then different deals each month, and then like the top 5 grocery ones will get like the discounts from the manufacturer rotated through them throughout the year. So you just gotta like be constantly re-upping your prices with them and renegotiating stuff.
I don't know about you, Danny, but I love dealing with suppliers that have MOQs or MOAs. Like, just love that.
Typically their prices are like their items are a little bit better. Yeah.
And there's a moat there. Yeah.
Exactly. It creates a moat around us, right?
Yeah.
Just anything that keeps, the average Joe out from ordering is obviously absolutely beneficial.
But that's the same concept as ordering more, because I can afford to order more than the person before me. I'm obviously gonna get a better price. So I mean, it's different because then like if there isn't an MOQ or an MOA, then they could still order that product, which they go out of stock. But still, like you order more, you usually get preferential treatment. They'll put you in the front of the line. I actually got pushed to the back of the line in some of my stuff recently, but it is what it is.
And why was that?
Is what it is.
Nothing happened. Like some big dogs came in apparently and offered like above retail on some stuff they needed, and
G-Wagons,
the game.
People paying above retail on G-Wagons too.
Did I text that to you guys last night? I think I
did. Yeah.
I didn't realize that the G-Wagon market is like double.
It was at like 2 a.m. I think.
It's double MSRP.
What, it was at 1:43 or 1:45 a.m.
Because I was like looking into the G-Wagon market for an hour, and it's so usually like the 2022s retail for around like 160, 180, and they're selling into the 300s.
You could Amex one of those.
I guess. Yeah, but like, that's insane.
Then flip it like you did the Corvette.
Damn,
it was so funny. I woke up this morning, looked at my phone. I see a text from Danny. G-Wagons are selling for $300,000 in the
Dude, that is so ridiculous.
I look at the timestamp of the 1:43. I was like, someone was either drunk or
no. I was just no, I don't get. I hardly drink. I only drink like on the weekend if I'm out with friends. I don't like drinking like by myself.
So that must be your weekly trip to AC.
Oh,
yeah. What's
birthdays? I had to go attend
this weekend. George in his episode, he was trying to make moves there. It sounded like you were.
Dude, AC is
He's
terrible.
like, I'm not a
It's-
gambler.
That place is a dump.
That's not his line when he's on the way to AC.
Yeah.
I
And
go there
as
to
always, the buy box bandits do not approve any of Danny's degenerate actions. We do not represent.
It's funny.
That's
It's funny
all.
because like if there's ever a weekend where we just simply don't hear from Danny from like Friday afternoon to Sunday evening, it's like you know he was, you know where he was, you know what he was.
It's terrible. It's terrible the way these guys speak about me. Back to Amazon stuff. Miles, give a quick tip for an Amazon beginner.
All right. Okay. Rakuten is not just, I'll probably writing a thread on this tomorrow. Rakuten is not just a cash back source, but it's a search engine to find deals to either manually source or plug sites into TA that have a coupon, because then you're going to be able to filter out stuff. You're going to be able to filter in products and get access to stuff, see profitably that other people aren't, because you're plugging the TA search with the filter. You're not just another cookie cutter reseller that has their VA run the same searches on TA every day.
You wouldn't, going off the Rakuten, you wouldn't embed that into your search criteria though, would you?
Not the cash back, no, but the
Right,
discount you find by looking at, yeah.
Nice. Garrett, give one. Quick tip.
For a beginner?
Yeah,
Wi-Fi
for anyone,
astronaut
give
tip of
one.
the day.
Oh, I don't
New
know.
segment. New
Come on,
segment.
Garrett, you got to give one. Yeah, 5 seconds. Come on. Quick tip.
Buy Miles's beginner.
No. I mean, yeah,
No.
maybe.
Well,
Actually.
yeah, but I mean,
Can
Nah,
we get a
that's- I-
discount code for Buy Box Bandits fans?
we've had some conflict over this in the past.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a 100% referral link, and then we're good.
100%.
I mean,
The
honestly, yeah,
link
just
will
give
be,
Garrett,
the
just
link
give
will
Garrett
be
and I
in the
100% referral.
description. The link will be in the description
Just
of
give
this
Garrett and
episode.
I give Buy Box Bandits as a company a referral link, and then we'll be good. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, does BB? Oh, I'll add it right now. Yeah, I think I've already added it, but I will add it.
Dude, yeah, he had
All
it
right,
in the
my
background.
one tip for a beginner would probably be just to start. Whatever you got in your head, start doing it.
Very cookie
Start
cutter. But yeah, I
consuming
mean, you got to
content.
understand that Amazon's a scale just like anything else. You couldn't ride your bike the first time. Garrett's been shooting jump shots for years and it's still clapped. Like,
Well, it's better than when he
you
first
gotta
started.
refine
It's
it.
better than when he first started.
Oh yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like, no one ever masters Amazon, but like the 50,000th ranked Amazon seller is still doing over $1 million revenue. Probably.
Right.
And
you
the,
know,
the
stuff like
intriguing
that.
thing to me about Amazon, and I was talking to Danny's friend about this last night, is that the data is not changing between someone who's doing $2,000 a month against someone who's doing $200,000 a month, right? They're looking at the same Keepa graphs that you are. They're making the same decisions. They may just add a couple zeros to their purchases. They may just add, purchase a
Oh,
little bit.
I didn't realize you were on that sesh too.
I
That's
told
good
you. you were.
banter.
Yeah.
Why didn't you hear my line about it?
I think it was like 11 o'clock or 11.
He wanted
Yeah.
to come to
Probably
the
sleeping.
he wanted to come to the real big boys for the Amazon advice.
Facts on the late night. Yeah, I feel that. I feel
But
that.
yeah,
in-
we
Yeah,
had
like-
we had
like
an
how-
intervention.
Like think about that concept, right? A business where the scale, the different severity of what you're doing doesn't change, right? It's the same decisions. They're looking at a Keepa graph and distinguishing between whether it's a profitable one or not, and then making a purchasing decision based off that. But that's never going to change.
Dude, yeah, it's not. This isn't like Wall Street where you got to get access to Bloomberg Terminal for $125,000 a year, and only the top dogs have access to it. Like everyone has the same information.
and still don't even beat the S&P 500.
Damn, that flopped. I don't know. You guys let us know if that one flopped or not. I think that one.
I
Flopped.
hope I hope guys put in some crickets after that. Like,
Yeah, but no, all the information is there. It's all available. Everyone has access to the same data. Keepa is astronomically underpriced. Yeah,
it should. I mean, I say this every time. It should be the most expensive tool we pay for, because it's the most valuable. And it's
Yeah.
interesting to think about why it's not.
it makes sense when we had I forgot who was who was
Chris.
when Chris was explaining, I think after how I think they make a lot of their money, which makes sense.
Yeah, because but you also have to consider the fact that once they get to a certain price, it would then yield competition, which they probably don't want, right?
Yeah, but it could, that's what I also was thinking. It could yield competition, but like it's so dumb. Like it's just
I mean,
they have so much data.
If they price it at $200-300 a month, someone's going to try and undercut them with similar data, right? That's just inevitably how it will go. when you're looking at the price point at 20, right? I mean, it's like
Yeah.
they
I mean,
already have the customer loyalty.
yeah.
They already have the customer base. How
I
much
mean, it's
lower?
over $1 billion valuation, I bet. Like, definitely.
Probably. Yeah. Well, if they, so there was like 2 million downloads.
Yeah. Let's
If
say
they
like
somehow have 1 million active users. I don't know. That seems like a lot.
yeah.
But
So that
also
would be
there's like 2 million
17 mil a
Amazon
month.
sellers,
That's
so-
about a $250,000 ARR, 4x multiple on that. Obviously, it'd be on profit, not revenue, but yeah, a lot. It's a big.
Well, that's just on their subscriptions. They get paid like so DS Amazon Quick
Oh
View,
yeah, the AWS
like they
or the integration.
absolutely are getting paid.
But they
from
might make
licensing.
more off that. Yeah.
They
I mean,
absolutely
they get a
make
bag.
more.
They get a bag from TA. They get a
That's
bag
amazing,
from.
yeah.
They probably just get
all
yeah,
the-
they 100%.
If
Like
they raise the price, we're gonna have to come out with BB.
Yikes!
All right, I'm gonna leave if you guys just if
That
we
was
just
well, they're just like
Miles,
not
you-
hitting, Miles.
You just gotta be better. You just gotta be better.
Yeah. But like DS
But yeah,
Amazon
Chris was
Quick
saying, I
View.
think off air, Chris was saying that the guys who created Keepa are just some random heads out in where did he say
England.
they were?
England.
England, yeah,
Yeah.
just chilling in an apartment.
Yep.
Doing
That's
some
No, it's
coding.
in German. It's in it's not. I think it's in Europe somewhere because it's euros. I would
yeah,
assume.
we said
Oh, I thought you
okay,
said-
yeah, then maybe it is. Yeah, maybe it is in Germany. Actually, you're right. Because England would be
or-
pounds.
yeah, I mean either.
Yeah, either.
Yeah,
way.
yeah, I think he
Same
did say Germany.
Sorry, I muted Miles. Flip
Put
side,
him in
Miles.
timeout.
Out of control. Miles, what are you up to tonight, Amazon wise?
Nothing. Oh, sales?
No, I mean, yeah, either.
God, right now.
This is past Miles' work day.
Yeah,
I mean, it's past the majority of Americans' workday, like
like
99% of people.
50. Yeah, I did a bunch of stuff today though.
You guys ever work an overnight shift?
No, I
Nah,
value the sleep more
actually,
than that.
in college, I delivered for Domino's.
Until
So
when?
much money. Until 3 or 4, I think. Friday and Saturday night.
Bruh.
Damn.
Dudes were ordering Domino's that late consistently.
Well, because the Domino's that I worked at served 2 colleges. So on a Friday, Saturday night, all the drunk college kids, as well as my college
Yeah.
was in like a very not poverty, like I mean a low class area. So
Most
a lot of
colleges
heads were
are.
just so a lot of kids were just ordering Domino's every night
Yeah.
as their family meal, and it's cheap, right? So we would have a lot of just regulars ordering, and then college kids. Dude, I made like probably $50-$60 an hour just driving around, dropping off pizza.
Yeah, dude. I used to deliver food. Food delivery is a great job. Well, I mean, now it's bad because the gas is so high. So I don't know. I wonder if DoorDash is raising the prices. I think we mentioned this last podcast. I wonder if Uber and DoorDash and all the delivery or rideshare stuff with cars are raising their prices just because, dude, gas is so high now. It's like approaching $5 national average.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember gas after DoorDash was like it was a significant portion of the money I made. So
Like
dude, I couldn't imagine. And
like
gas was
seller
cheap.
fees.
Gas was cheap.
Yeah,
then,
so
too.
do OA, boys and girls. Just do OA or wholesale. And
Dude, yeah, it just makes
Yeah.
it just makes so much sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
not even to mention the time. There's no dead time with OA. You're either on or you aren't. There's no driving time.
Well, except
Just
oh
doesn't-
yeah, yeah, sure.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's obviously way
And
different.
there's, to quote Miles, there's ease of purchase.
Fat. Yeah,
Fact.
seriously. I mean that makes a lot of sense. Definitely.
And you don't have to face a cashier with 100 items.
And just be out in public in general. Like George was talking about checking out with 4 people, 30 pairs each, 120 pairs per store.
Yeah, but that stuff's
Well-
fun though too. That stuff is fun.
I mean, it's good to just get out of the house sometimes. I mean, it's good
Yeah,
for
like
the-
Joe was
it's
talking about
good.
with the Ollies, him running it up at Ollies.
Yeah.
Well, Danny wasn't there for that episode, so he wouldn't know. But
Sorry, I was probably
It's good for the
networking.
soul.
that was
I don't-
collar. No, that was AC. That was AC.
I was probably
event
networking buy box bandits somewhere.
in AC. Oh yeah, for sponsors that we don't have. The prep
we're
center that
networking.
Epic failed.
I don't know. It didn't epic fail. We could have made it work. It just didn't. wasn't
It just
working.
I
yeah,
mean,
it
what-
didn't make
so-
sense. Yeah.
We made money, good money the last
Oh,
month. It
a
just-
lot. Yeah,
It was
definitely.
just a lot of work.
Yeah, and it just didn't justify for what it
And
could have
unfortunately,
been.
I'm working with 2 people that don't like hands-on work, so it makes it a little challenging. I'm
whoa. You mean
I'm
physical
kidding, I'm kidding.
labor?
Yes.
Yeah, because first of all, I'm not there. I was not there to
No,
run
it was
anything.
banter, yes.
It's like a
Yeah, it was
nice
banter.
20-hour drive away
Nah, I made it quick.
in the C8.
No, I did the C8 from Indiana to Jersey.
And then sold it the next day.
We were
You
Just-
should
we were-
attempt. Never mind.
what's up?
Never mind.
We were when we were looking at apartments or places to live the other night, a couple like last week. I was looking at how long it would take to in between charges to drive down to Florida.
Oh, people do that all the time, though.
Oh, you could do
Yeah,
that.
people do that all the time. Yeah.
How long would it take?
I think I calculated 6.5 charges. So add 6 hours onto the drive.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have your girl drive, then you could do it straight. I did mine straight.
Oh, you're talking
Right.
about her car, yeah.
what
I-
you
I
should
wouldn't want-
do is get a Hill
told you
Amex
something,
credit card, and then all your hotels are free for like the 4 days just of the sign up bonus.
Yeah, or stop somewhere. Stop in like Georgia.
Yeah, Cody, if you're listening, we're coming down to see you at the end of next month. I don't know
What-
if you're listening.
Wait,
right now.
are you driving down or you're just going to see Cody?
Nah, we're fine. Dylan and I are going down for the banter.
That's a vibe and a half. That's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, we've been trying to plan a trip just to kind of get away,
Dude,
celebrate
go
the
to
year.
Georgia and then come to Miami.
AOA retreat.
That's
AOA.
exactly, yeah.
Wait, when are you going to Georgia? Maybe I'll meet you there.
The 29th of April that weekend.
Oh, I'll be in Ireland.
In Ukraine or something, or yeah, Ireland.
I can't go. Yeah, so my Russian visa got revoked.
That's
Did
a
you-
shame, but I assume you wouldn't want to go there right now.
Yeah,
probably,
I
because
asked them. Well, it didn't officially get revoked, but they told me it's like pretty much over. Like I wouldn't even be allowed.
So
in.
where else are you gonna go then besides Ireland?
I'm not sure, dude. Russia was honestly my main plan. I was so excited. to just
I
go
I don't
see,
know.
like,
I
some
Italy
stuff,
and
but,
Spain were my favorite
Yeah,
European.
no. So I'm gonna
countries.
go. We're going to France before, and then we're
Oh,
going
yeah,
to
that'll be
Ireland, and then I'll split up for my family, and they're gonna go back to the States. I'll probably follow my brother back to Italy, go hang out with him for like.
What
don't
part of
know.
Italy does he live in?
He's in northern Italy at Aviano, outside Aviano Air Force Base.
Is that on the east or west? Because it's probably close to Venice then if it's on the east.
I think it's on the west side.
Oh, well then, never mind.
No, yeah,
Did
I don't-
you Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, it's actually northeast. Oh, it is very close to Venice.
Oh,
okay.
cool. Yeah, that'll be amazing.
Yes,
Did
Venice
you
is
see the
cool.
Russian billionaires? The super yacht got confiscated.
Dude, a bunch of them got they're like $600 million.
And then I saw something on the internet today. I was like, and they had all these super yachts, and they were like, "Well, what do we do with them?"
Yeah,
Give them to
Like, what
Bezos.
you-
yeah. I mean, it's
Well-
definitely like it's crazy what's going on. Yeah,
I feel like it's gonna end in the next week or so.
I don't know. I mean,
It
I
feels
hope-
that
I
way.
hope
It feels like
does.
we're itching towards that.
But there's probably, I mean, like, I don't know if we really want to get like political. on
No, we
the
do
podcast.
not.
All right, let's switch back to Amazon here. What effects is this having on our Amazon business? Any at all?
I haven't seen any.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say we're obviously super blessed, like when there's a big situation like that, to be at least currently unaffected and everything. So I don't even like want to talk about all that. Just difficult, so uneducated about it and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I guess from an RA perspective, if anyone is doing RA, I mean, your expense of driving is essentially like twice the price, right? So I guess you'd have
Which
to
I mean,
account for that.
that's a real cost.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
do OA, guys. Just do OA. Just do OA. It's harder to learn and then it's easier to execute, and it's way more profitable.
True, and very true.
Yeah.
And then, like we always talk about, once you're doing OA, start to mix a little wholesale in there, create the hybrid. We need to coin the phrase of that, the hybrid between OA and wholesale.
The BBB
We should come
model,
up with it. Yes.
the buy box bandits model. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, a great way to go into wholesale is obviously OA first, and then just trying to find one of your OA leads at wholesale. We'll just
Yeah, which can't be underrated, right? One of our
super underrated.
Danny, one of the dudes we were talking to a couple weeks ago, right, actually had success with one of his OA products. He legitimately, and this is real life, took the product name, Googled it, found a distributor that carried that product, then started purchasing it wholesale. And it's really all you're doing is just working your way up the supply chain, right? You're buying from Walmart. Who's to say that you can't find it up here on the supply chain and get it for maybe half the price, 3/4
Yeah.
of the price? If you're
Yeah.
already profitable down here, I mean, it's just going to make a lot more sense.
Yeah. The only negative with that is that if it's an OA lead, other people probably know about it and it could negatively affect the listing. But
Yeah.
ultimately, you're able to be priced lower. So
Mhm.
the listing may have a temporary dip as everyone panics and sells out. But then after that, you should be good. I've noticed that sometimes, like on some like vitamins and stuff that are like OA leads. If you come in at wholesale, they'll dip, people will fall off, and then it'll go back up to a market price, to the organic market price.
Yeah.
Miles, what are you doing over there on your phone?
I was just messaging my friend with a question about whether Gumroad 1099 or not.
I'm sure. Well,
Do that.
they definitely, yeah, 100%.
Well, no, I mean, people I've talked to, because I don't know. I mean, I just have no idea. I'm trying to figure it out because I haven't
Well,
gotten anything.
As someone who sells on Gumroad, would that make you a contractor just like Uber drivers are for Uber?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Absolutely no idea. Okay, I emailed them to try to get it. Then, yeah, I mean, nothing
Yeah, I
really
don't
else. Like, working on that, but that'll feel great. I think I might just hire a bookkeeper, to be honest. Like,
You can hire my mother.
it's probably expensive, dude. Like, it's probably only corporate like contracts.
Definitely like, yeah, it's definitely a little bit too.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but like that's the normal. It's like kind of the normal price though for bookkeeping. I was like kind of comparing it to other places. It's just a lot. I mean,
But
you need your books in order though. Like that's the thing.
Yeah, it's super important. Yeah,
I think.
I'd probably pay like $500 a month, I think.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it is a lot of the cost in the beginning is if your books are a mess.
Oh, with Amazon, it's so easy. It's just, what did you spend?
Yeah.
How much did they pay you?
But then
How
once
much
everything's
you have?
organized, it's just 500.
Yeah. So
Depends
to
how
the
big it
to
is.
the listener that's listening to the BBB right now, the books haven't even looked at them in 6 months. What would you do? What would you say to them first?
Look at your books. I'd probably say just start pulling data from Inventory Lab and just looking at it and getting an idea of where you're at. And then you'd have to figure out what route you want to go with your accounting, whether that's QuickBooks, spreadsheets.
I don't know. Talk
Inventory
to an
Lab.
accountant. Talk to an accountant, though. Get professional.
Okay, none of that
advice.
was tax advice, so I could say this is just how to manage
All right.
numbers.
Well, I'm not
Yeah,
involved.
and then eventually
not.
after you do that, I'd probably talk to an accountant, CPA. So, but yeah, I mean, you got to just start looking at the data. But this goes back. But if you're not able to manage the data, like if you're managing your buy costs and everything, that is your books.
So
you already
what
have it.
strategies do you use to keep your books organized? You obviously use Inventory Lab.
Inventory
Use
Lab in a
QuickBooks or
combination with
Excel.
QuickBooks. Like I have like custom filters on my Amex statements, so it just automatically will take certain things that I've bought from certain stores on Amex or like wholesalers and just automatically put that into its own little, I guess, like a bucket, kind of like you like to say the buckets. Do that.
What are
Set up
the
automated processes.
what are the McDonald's orders considered? Is that a business meal or?
I mean, if I order McDonald's at 12 p.m. while I'm on the phone, yeah, of course it is. Food is a.
Do you leverage Excel at all or no?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, no, but my bookkeeper does.
Yeah.
Shout out my
And so
mother.
that's just for like fixed expenses, like all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, you gotta go in like every month and what's it called, reconcile. You gotta
Mhm.
reconcile everything and make sure everything adds up perfectly. You gotta figure out. You gotta know where your money's going. Like I'm
Yeah.
hearing stories right now of people who, I'm not gonna say, but like they're losing a lot of money because they don't know where all their money has gone. Like they're pre-orders or ordering a bunch of stuff and just things are getting lost. You got to make sure you're on top of your numbers.
Miles, what do you do to keep your books organized?
Yeah, so I have a spreadsheet with all the orders and then the buy cost. So I know like what each statement should be. And obviously I can definitely be better, but it's the spreadsheet that basically adds up all the buy costs. So at the end of the year, I know exactly how much I spent throughout the year. And then I obviously have the ending inventory from the previous year. And then that's how, and then pull and this is obviously, you know, me doing like with the CPA and everything, and then pull a business report. You can see how much your fees were and how much Amazon paid you out. And then it's just stacking it up kind
Yeah,
of.
it's pretty simple. You just got to make sure the big
Pain
thing
in-
is a
it's
lot
a
of people
pain,
don't
yeah.
manage their expenses. You got to make sure your expenses are managed. It's not really too hard. Like once you get
And
it set up
when you
once,
use credit cards, it helps out to see the statement. You can see like literally everything is just in this year. Everything is in for credit cards, and that's where everything is.
And if I could say one thing about this, I'd say try to get off of personal credit cards.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was
for
just gonna say that.
many reasons, but as soon as possible. Soon as possible.
That's the one thing that can make bookkeeping and managing your expenses and all this stuff a little more convoluted, right? Because if you're trying to sift through and kind of, as Daniel put it, reconcile what were your personal expenses, what were your business expenses, and kind of where
Yeah,
they
and
each.
and if you got stuff on personal credit cards, if you get audited, all that stuff will probably get thrown out the window, and you have to pay more money in taxes usually, unless you kept like receipts or proof. You got to be able to prove. You got to be able to prove your expenses.
That's why I like with OA, it's so easy because all the receipts are in the email.
True,
Yeah.
true. Same thing
But
with
And
wholesale.
we've gotten
Invoices,
good at
all that super
reconciling those receipts over the past couple of months with all these
seriously
IT
good.
complaints.
Yeah, for inauthentic complaints. Yeah, I'm a ninja finding all that stuff. Yeah.
Can you talk
Right
about
now,
that a little bit?
Yeah. So your email is just a search engine where if you get an authentic complaint, you can submit the receipt, the obviously the OA receipt, like them, whatever you want to call it, that you get
No, talk
order
about the inauthentic
confirmation.
complaints. What happened?
Yeah, just it obviously happens. You sell enough. Like I think we talked about this before, but I think from the consumer perspective, if you say that the item's fake, you don't have to pay or something to ship it back.
Yeah, they gotta figure. Amazon has to figure that out.
It doesn't
I
happen.
think they are.
Often,
I think they are figuring it out. That's been like that for a while too. Where
yeah, that
just,
like makes no sense, but whatever. So you naturally you get, you know, people think it's fake, or just naturally you send out enough items, some weird person's gonna think, wow, this isn't, you know, the material slightly different, or it seems slightly different, whatever.
I find it hard to believe that someone's getting some of the items for selling and they're just like, this is fake. Like, there's no way.
But think about it though, how much like how much stuff could be, anything can be faked, right? Like, except I guess I would hope people aren't.
I mean, you having obviously gone through the past couple months, you'd have to convince me that some of these people aren't other sellers. That's
I was just about to say that there's some.
It would take some. It would take some convincing for you
we
to.
know some of you.
Some black hat, some
yeah,
black
we
hat
know
tactics, man.
we know some names, some last names are matching up. Not slick.
The states are matching up. Yeah,
they're coming from no tax states. The last names are matching up. Because you're.
And one thing I noticed in one of the, because you can
not
see.
slick. We know you boys. You know who you are.
We could see if you leave a negative review or initiate an IP, you could see like the name of the order, right? And so, or this and the state as well of where the product is going to. And then, you know, you can go onto the listing and see where the storefronts are based out of. And, you know, if the couple are matched up to Oregon, like, I mean, you know,
we know.
Coincidence? I don't know.
I think not. I think not. Absolutely.
But I mean, regardless, right? Amazon has made some improvements in dealing with that, and obviously letting us submit email receipts and order receipts for verifying these products and verifying these orders, which has helped, right? Then it's just a matter of staying organized, right? And so one thing that we have done, right? We order from a couple different big box stores, is we have filters on our inboxes that essentially put everything from store X into one folder, right? And we can even then sort based on the product. And every store we order from has its own folder, which is all automated, right? So that helps us a bunch.
Yeah, and with anything, like if you get in a roll, you can do anything, like finding it. Like I've been doing tax stuff and I just get on a roll, like just to make sure everything was perfect. I went through each credit card for the year and added everything up and stuff, you know, because then it's exact, right? If you see literally, okay, this was charged this amount and then everything, which I think I should just do through QuickBooks this year. I just haven't done the Zoom with Danny to set my account up the right way yet, but I have it. Which
the other thing is that Amazon's done to make it really easy, is especially if you are starting to get multiple IP issues on the same listings. If you just add on, if you know, whatever the tool is called, if essentially you convert all of these receipts to one PDF, you can just keep adding on to the bottom of the PDF, right? And essentially to prove your listing, you have to submit 365 or verification.
Yeah,
for
it's a certain
365
quantity, I
days
think,
worth of
pushes it
orders,
up that you've sold.
right?
Yeah.
So you submitted one in November, right? You get another one in January. If you just add on the receipts recently to the bottom of that PDF, you don't have to go through the work again.
What email application do you use, Garrett? Just Outlook or the normal? What do you use for your email?
No, we just use Gmail.
Is it all at Amazon?
Yeah, I don't know how it's working. Dylan
Yeah.
set it up.
Yeah, you could do that. That's cool. Yeah, Gmail is really good at it. I have filters. I don't actively look at it, but I have filters done through Outlook, which will grab invoices and put them in their own thing, and then sometimes they'll separate by certain companies I want to see. Yeah, the email
Yeah, you
stuff's
can
really
get
cool.
really detailed with
Super.
how you sort with the email. I was impressed with it because you could
Dude.
create rules based on specific keywords. It's
Yeah.
based on specific sources.
You could have like a certain keyword pop up and have the email
Yeah.
pop up highlighted red. Like it's super
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
You
I
can
was
do
I
so
was
much
very
stuff with
impressed.
Gmail and Outlook.
with,
Gmail and Outlook are
from-
the best ones.
Yeah, all the colleges or my high school and college were just through Outlook and everything.
Yeah, well, Gmail is more user friendly because it just looks cleaner and
Yeah.
it's a little bit softer kind of looking. The Outlook is, I think the Outlook can go a little bit deeper, but I don't know. I was looking at Gmail before and they pretty much had everything else that Outlook had.
One thing for all our listeners that are starting out wholesale, you should not be emailing wholesalers from a Gmail. You need to be emailing, if you are sending emails, from a professional email address. And that's something that isn't very hard
Well,
to set
it
up.
could
But
be done through Gmail. It just has to have at your company.
right, exactly. That's how we do it. But the outgoing is not from at gmail.com.
Right. Yeah. And then on that, the website or whatever your company's name is, make sure you have a little website going just to kind of explain it. I actually just redid mine last Saturday. You got to have a little website up explaining what's going on.
Maybe a
who
little
you are.
signature on the bottom as well.
Yep. Have an auto email footer with your logo and
Right.
everything. Helps. All that little stuff helps to paint the picture of a good Amazon business and someone they want to do.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about how many emails these guys are receiving, right? It's there all day, every day. It's just like a teacher going through reports or essays or tests or whatever, right? They're doing it over and over and over again. So the little things that you could potentially do to separate yourself, or the little things you could do to potentially set yourself up, make a big difference.
Yep. All right. Any final remarks here from the Buy Box Bandits?
Keep
I'm
on.
trying to figure out this Gumroad stuff. Who knows?
Miles, not focused in on the pod right now. Bad.
Well, you took the
All
intro,
right.
and some
is
of the
it.
listeners haven't
Oh.
yet joined the Buy Box Bandit Discord. It's linked in the description.
It is.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing more giveaways coming soon, so make sure you're in there to be notified.
All right. Good episode. Just the boys here. We'll have another guest in the next one for you guys. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys. See you in the next one. Have a
See
great
ya.
day.
Peace.